So yes, welcome everyone back to another video here on Middle Earth Gaming, and in today's video, it is my hobby vlog number 25, I believe. It could be wrong. I'll put it I'll put it below if it's wrong. But yeah, so I think it's hobby vlog 25, and today we're going to be going over everything that I painted in April. I think May. Is it May or April? May. I believe it's May. Yeah, sorry, my head's kind of all over the place at the moment. So yes, we're going to be going over everything that I painted in May, do a bit of an update of our bought painted ratio for this year to see how our totals are doing, and yeah, so I hope you guys go on to enjoy. And do let me know in the comment section below, guys, what have you guys been working on recently? What are your painted and bought ratios this year, if you're keeping track? What have you guys been doing over the past month? It'd be really interesting to know. But yeah, we'll get straight into it, guys, and I'll show you guys on when we get to the desk. Alright guys, so now it's time to show you what I have painted in May. And I'm going to start off with something that you've seen before and you're going to see a lot more of in the not too distant future. And that is my Uruks. So I have painted another box of 20 Uruks. Very similar in the same style as I did my last 20. I have changed one thing, however, and so this is a guy I painted in the last batch. But as you guys can see, I changed their leather, kind of, whatever you want to call their pants. I brought it up a bit lighter than the last one, so it's not as dark, and I think that kind of works a little bit better. Oh, sorry guys. A little bit better contrast, I think. But yeah, so those so you guys can kind of see, which is kind of cool. Hopefully I changed the contrast on the camera a bit, guys, so hopefully you guys can see them a little bit better. So I'm just going to show you a couple of them because you've seen them all before. Here is a pike, pretty damn cool. So hopefully you can see the highlights a little bit better now on them. Like I said, I'll just show you a couple just so you know what I've been doing. Kind of cool. And again, these have been painting up, well, I can say now, because our Battle Games in Middle Earth series will be kicking off well, hopefully soon. And the trailer should have been out as well. You should see the trailer should have been come out a few days ago. I'm currently recording this on the 12th. Sorry, the 11th. That's Tuesday, the 11th of June. And hopefully the trailer for the series should have come out. Yeah, it did come out. Yeah, I know I did. I know I posted it. I posted it on Friday or Saturday night or something. So go check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, and one of my what do you call it? The goals of this year is to paint a Isengard army, which we're getting there with quite a lot of Uruks painted. So I painted 40 Uruks so far. I painted 8 berserkers, 8 crossbows, a captain, a banner, and something else that you'll see in a second. It's another pike. It's kind of cool. And yeah, you will see, like I said, you'll see a lot more of these in the not too distant future because I'm planning on painting up quite a bit for our Helm's Deep. Obviously we need a lot of Uruks to assault Helm's Deep. So there you go, that's 20 of them. Just thought I'd show you those guys. Don't want to go into too much detail because you've seen a lot of that already, and you'll see a lot more of them in our Battle Games in Middle Earth series that will be starting up, like I said, hopefully very, very soon. So let's move on to the next thing. So next up, sticking with the Uruk theme, but something completely different, I have 4 scouts, and these aren't just any normal scouts. These are metal scouts, metal scout bowmen. I picked up 4 of these on eBay actually at the end of last month. I don't know if I said that already or not. So we have the 4 different designs of the Uruk scout bowman. So yeah, this guy. I'm really happy with how these guys turned out. I think they look pretty damn cool. Again, these will be featured in the Battle Games of Middle Earth series. Very, very cool. The armor is exactly the same as my actually, I know. I think I actually painted this armor different than normal. I think it's a lot blacker. Forget. You can see like the Uruk armor. Like it's very similar, but I didn't start from a bronze base coat. I think I just started from a metal base coat and just darkened it. So their armor is a little bit different, as they should be, because they are scouts. I highlighted up the same way. It's the guy I just showed you before. Just kind of cool. The arrows in there as well. We have this guy. Probably one of my favorite poses. Just looks epic. And these metal scouts are so much nicer than the plastic scouts. There you go, you should be able to see it. Nice detail there. And then we have the one with no helmet. Which I think came out pretty cool as well. Trying to differentiate between the different leathers so it's not just a big brown blob. Hopefully you can see like the different tones on the skin there. Hopefully. We see on the highlights more. There we go. Very, very cool. So 4 metal scouts, and they were really nice to paint. I've always wanted these metal scouts. I just think they're very, very cool. And like I said, I think they're a lot nicer than the plastic ones. And so that just leaves us with one more thing, or 12 more things, I should say. But I've also painted up 4 Numenorians, 4 elves with blade, and 4 elves with bow. That's right. A sprue of Last Alliance warriors. And no, this is not from the Battle Games Middle-earth collection. This is from an old box. I think I might have shown it before, but it was from the Warriors of Middle-earth box. Came with 12 goblins and 12 like a sprue of Last Alliance warriors. And it was like in a green box that had like a goblin on the front. It was from the Fellowship era. It was very, very cool. And yeah, I decided to paint these guys up because we'll need them in our Battle Games series. Might be painting the goblins up next month, just to get some more numbers up. But I've got to say, I really like, considering that these are like one of the first ever models ever made for the game. I've completely fallen in love with these guys. Completely fallen in love. It was really nice to try and find a nice color scheme for the warriors. Which is really, really cool. Try to get them as movie accurate as possible, as I try and do. Had a look at lots of different stills. Like a lot of it is just black, like in the on the stills. So I tried to differentiate again the different colors. So the black on the cloak here is on the cape is very different than the black on the tunic. And again, different than the black on the shield. So I tried to make it a little bit different to try and match. I think they came out pretty damn well, if you ask me. Considering that, like, again, there's some of the first warriors ever made, them and the warrior goblins. The first plastic warriors ever made for the game. They still come out quite well. They paint up quite well. And I actually changed the gold, because originally I did like a normal kind of gold, like with Balthazar gold, Liberator gold, and no, not Balthazar gold. What's the other gold, or whatever it is, and Liberator gold. And it turned out alright, but I wasn't really happy, so I kind of went back and did the gold like I did for my Eastlings. So the gold, you guys can see there, get in the focus there, is a Runelord brass base. Then it's washed, it's heavily washed with Agrax Earthshade, and then it's highlighted up with a 50-50 mix of Runelord brass and Canoptic alloy. And then it's washed back again with a thin down wash of Nullin oil, and then it's highlighted up again with Canoptic alloy. So you get that nice like muted gold that I got from my Easterlings, which I think works a lot better for Middle Earth models, because like that really bright gold I just don't think really works for Lord of the Rings models. And like in the battle game series, I'll show you how to paint them like this as well. So keep an eye out for those series where I'll show you how to paint like Uruks, like the way I do it, and like these guys the way I do it. And it was also a way for me to try and figure out the color scheme for them as well for the series. There we go. And then we have the Warriors of the Last Alliance. Well, I should say the Elves of the Last Alliance, which I gotta say, it's not really focusing, is it? There we go, a little bit. Turned out a lot better than I thought. The greeny gold armor I was really happy with. The cloaks I was really happy with, the elven cloaks. It could, like, again, they could have been a lot nicer transition, like between the darkest areas and the lightest areas, but I thought just for troops, I thought they were really nice. And yeah, for heroes, I do a lot more layers on them, but for troops, I was very, very, very happy with how they turned out. I know a lot of people have been asking about how I do my green and gold armor. Again, you'll see in the second episode of the battle game series how I do the first stages of this green and gold armor. Again, I think they came out pretty damn well. The reason that they're green and gold armor is because if you go behind to the Fellowship, I think it's a Fellowship of the Ring appendices. I haven't watched them in so long, but they say they do a greeny gold armor because like, and it's true, like during the War of the Last Alliance, like the elves were in their like spring, summertime of their, you know, of their time in Middle Earth. Like they're pretty much at the height of their power at that point. So that's why they reflected that in the armor, by having like these greens and all that kind of woven into the actual armor itself, which I was kind of happy with. I tried multiple times to figure out what the capes were, because most models you only see it like this, like you only see like front images like this. You never really see the cape. So I was looking at like where to statues and just try and find outfits. You don't actually see the outfits very often. You don't see the back of the outfits from the film very often. So I kind of went like with this kind of elven cloak like they gave to the Fellowship, kind of similar, but not, you know, a lot different. The ones I do for my elven cloaks are a bit different than this. They're a bit more bluer, but I want to find a nice different scheme. And what's funny in this is that like I said, I'll show you how to paint these guys in the battle game series, but there's actually metal, like there's metallic in the cloaks themselves to give them hopefully a bit of a shimmer, which I don't think is really coming out on camera, unfortunately, but there we go. But like I said, I was really happy with the armor, very happy with the dark blue as well. Again, the contrast isn't too great that you can see, but I was trying to go for box art and, like, you know, movie standard as I usually do. So there's the blades, and then we have the ones with bows, which again, hope you can see the armor a little bit better on those because they're not covered up as much. You can see the contrast hopefully a little bit there as well for the blues and the sash as well. I was very figuring out like what this bit is like is it the outside of the cloak, is it the inside of the cloak? And I just went like, it's a bit of the outside of the cloak. I just went to that stage. The bow and the quiver I made it the same color. It's like a bit of a dark brown leather, which again isn't really showing up here, but it's like a mix of Rhinox hide and Doomble brown, 50-50, then washed with Agrax Earthshade, highlighter up again with the 50-50 mix, and then highlighted up again with Doomble brown, and then washed again with Agrax. Which it looks a lot better than on camera here. It's a little bit muted here. Oh, sorry, hit that camera there, guys. I think the arrow flights turned out pretty well too. Tried to do a little bit nice I like to try and pick out the arrow flights there. Did the same gold for the tops and the bottoms of the bow as I did for my Numenorians, so it's a different gold, like a more of a muted gold than the actual green and gold of the armor of the elves. So pretty much like the armor is pretty much like, it's a whole different mix of, to be honest. Like I said, I'll show you more in the battle game series of how I actually do it, because I'll do like a painting tutorial there. But it's like a metallic color, then it's a contrast wash, highlight it up, and then at the final stage is a very thin down glaze of a green. I forgot which one it was now. I've got the recipe saved, so don't worry, guys. Again, the capes came out pretty well as well here. But I think the armor really stands out well, and the armor like on the camera here is pretty it's pretty accurate to what it is in real life, which is nice. I think the contrast of the camera actually brings it up quite well. And here's the last one. So there we go, guys. That is 12 Warriors of the Last Alliance. Again, very happy with how it turned out. And again, you'll see them you'll see them painted up in the battle game series in the not too distant future. But there we go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll go back to the couch and we'll sign off and see how I'm going for my bought painted ratio this year. Have I caught up? We'll have to wait and see. All right, so there we go, guys. That is everything I painted in May. So pretty good. I painted quite a bit, I gotta say, to be honest. I was quite happy with. So I'm just looking down at them. So we got the 4 Uruk metal scouts, those gorgeous metal scouts that I've never actually owned any of them before. So it's nice to grab some of them. And like I said, you guys will sing a lot, like, as you guys probably know from now, because I think the trailer should have been up. I'm getting so confused, like, because it's currently Tuesday the 11th, as I'm recording this, Tuesday the 11th of June. So yeah, the trailer would have gone up just a couple of days ago, so you guys should have seen that for our Battle Games in Middle Earth series. So a lot of what I'm painting now is for that and for some other projects as well. So the stuff that you see in these hobby vlogs, you will see it eventually in some videos and some battle reports. So something to look forward to, I guess. But yeah, there we go. So 12 Warriors of the Last Alliance, 4 elves with bows, 4 elves with blade, and 4 Numenoreans, and 20 more Uruks. Like I said, very good good numbers on my Uruk army that I, like I said at the start of this year, that was one of my goals, is to do an Uruk army. Obviously, because I'm building Helm's Deep, as you guys know. So it's a good, we need someone to assail the fortress. So getting a decent size Uruk army, but there will be plenty more Uruks to come, especially a lot of those plastic Uruks. So you might see, a bit of a repetition over the next few months of the Uruks, but yeah, I hope you guys, it's good for backlog clearing though, right? Because I buy them and then I'm instantly painting them, so it's pretty good getting our numbers up for the year. But speaking of numbers, let's go over what I have painted. So obviously, in May, I'm so confused right now. In May, we painted 36 models, so the 4 Uruk Bowmen, the 20 Uruks, and the 12 Warriors of the Last Alliance, so it's 36. And then we bought 21, unfortunately. So we did buy a few models. A lot of this has got to do with the made to order that went up at I believe it was the start of May. I think it was like the first week or the second week of May that went up. So I did buy quite a bit from that. I got the Heroes of Helm's Deep set, which is 8 models. And then I got the Defenders of Rohan set, which was 7 models. I got the Mounted Gamling from the Wagatak set. That was 1 model. I then got the AMR Marshal the Riddermark. No, not Marshal the Riddermark. Knight of Pelennor. Knight of Pelennor I got, and he's 1 model as well. So I got him as well, and then I got the Command. I got the Command set, which was the awesome captain with the axe, holding it up, and the banner, which I apparently people have said that banner's been around for ages, but I don't feel like I've ever seen that model before. I actually did have the captain with the axe from the Rohan Battle Force or Battle Host back in 2006. That's when he was originally out, but I've never actually seen that banner before, which was really cool. So they haven't arrived yet. Because I got them quite late. I got them like almost at the end of the made to order, so I didn't get the first run. So we'll probably be waiting a while for that, but that's all right. I've got them. And then I also did buy 2 more models. And this is for a project I actually got, and it's the base fell out. And this is for a project that will be coming up towards probably around in a few months' time, to do with a certain supplement that might be coming out, of course. But we have, if I show it up to you, it's just a white box, unfortunately. We have the Witch King of Angmar. Now, I know you're thinking, like, you know, why buy a Witch King? You know, what's so good about a Witch King of Angmar? Well, this Witch King of Angmar is out of production. This one, it's fine cast. It's unfortunately not the metal one, but we have the fine cast Witch King on foot, which I don't know if you guys can see there. There you go. He's the one with, you know, the flail in the air. It was a metal one. It actually comes in the Battle Games Middle-earth series, so I'm actually going to have 2 of them. But this one I'm going to convert. I'm going to convert this one to have this flaming sword instead. I've got a couple of ring wraiths on Felbeast that I actually haven't built yet, so I'll take one of the swords from that. And then it comes with a horse, and the horse one, I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it's from the it's the Minas Tirith one. Many moons ago, I think back in 2000 when would it have been now? 2009, 2010 maybe. There was a few models like Knight of the Pelennor, Gandalf, the one, you know, rearing on Shadowfax, that one. I think there was a few others as well. Théoden, the unhelmeted Théoden, going like that on Snowmane. And there was the Witch King as well, and it was I think it was called Minas Tirith Witch King or something along those lines, where he's on a horse, he's got his crown on, and he's holding a flaming sword in the air. And that's been out of production, I think, for quite a while now. It used to be in the Ringwraith set, Ringwraiths of Angmar or something along those lines. I think it was in that set. But he's out of production now since the new Witch King has come out. And I've got a bit of a project which I'm going to be doing hopefully a video series on. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But the theory is to do a Project Angmar and Project Arnor. Considering that we know that the Fall of Arnor, we don't know what it's going to be called, but the Arnor and Angmar are going to be getting a supplement this year. At some point, and I think it's about time that we start on doing some stuff. Now, I'll go into further detail if I do this series. But he is going to be my leader. Obviously, we need the Witch King of Angmar, and I thought that was a pretty cool pose that you don't really see a lot anymore. And I'm going to be doing a little conversion on him. Like I said, I'm going to replace the mace with a sword instead. And I'm also going to convert the mounted one in a not too crazy of a conversion, maybe have some more robes and stuff, but make him look like he's from, if you guys have ever played Battle for Middle-earth 2, The Rise of the Witch King, where he's got like burgundy robes and like with the black, it looks very cool. He's got a lot more spikes on his shoulders and on his helmet, so I'm going to try and convert something along those lines. I might put a picture up so you guys can kind of conceptualize of what I want to do. But I think that'd be very cool and leading. And I've got a lot of those metal orcs. Like, I bought a lot of those metal orcs, obviously, in April, like I said last month. And I think I might paint them in an Angmar kind of color scheme. I don't know what Angmar color scheme I'm going to do. Maybe like a bright blue or a bright green, or well, green's more like Morgul, so maybe like a blue or yeah, something along those lines. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm not too sure yet. And I've got a few like Barrow-wites and that kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing like an Angmar project. I would imagine that there's going to be a few models re-releasing at some point. Obviously, we're going to get a lot of new models. We've already seen the Knights of Arnor on Cavalry. We've seen what's his name, the captain. He's slipping my mind. He's slipping my mind at the moment. But yeah, he's coming out as well for Arnor. And I assume we're going to get some stuff for Angmar as well. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I also will be doing one for Arnor. Unfortunately, Arnor is very, very expensive to buy at the moment. I can't not find anything. I can find the Captain of Arnor, I can find the Bannerman of Arnor, and I can find Ardui and Malbeth, but they are quite expensive, so I think I might just wait and see what comes out. There has already been hints that the Warriors of Arnor will be returning. I would imagine so either way. Unfortunately, they've only got 3 sculpts. You know, as a set, originally they were released as a blister of 3 sculpts. So maybe GW is going to redo, like the Middle Earth team might redo the Arnor sculpts, Warriors of Arnor sculpts in, you know, resin or something like that. Or they're just going to release them as the 3 set, but, you know, in like a warband size, so you get 12 of them. And maybe I'll just do some conversions or something along those lines, but that'd be pretty cool. But yes, I'm branching off now. That's going to be in a series all of itself, so if you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, so that is what I bought. I bought the Witch King, and a lot of those are our handmade orders. The only one I didn't get was the Theoden Warg-Attack one, because I've already got the Warg-Attack set, you know, the one that comes with Aragorn, Theoden, Shaku, and like a couple of Warg Riders. I think it's like 2 or 3 Warg Riders. So I already got that Theoden, didn't really need him. I was thinking maybe getting him just to do like a foot version of that guys, but like of that, but you know, I could basically an unarmored Theoden on foot, but you know, I didn't do it, and I already spent a lot of money on that main order. But there we go. So that puts, so yes, we painted 36 in May and we bought 21. Now that puts our total up for the year. You know how we were in the red last time, guys? I think we were like, how many behind were we? I don't remember. Maybe like 15 or something like that. I honestly don't remember. But we are now at, this total this year up to May, I have bought 136 models this year, and I have painted 138. So we are back in the black. We're 2 models over of what I bought. So we are, you know, it is happening. I think I actually said in the last hobby vlog that apologies guys. But yeah, apologies if I've said this before, but I think I said in the last hobby vlog that I was planning on doing a lot of painting a lot of models this month. So, you know, it was going to try and balance out, which I think it already has, which is kind of cool. Now, this coming month, I'm going to do a bit of a different hobby vlog. You guys will see that, obviously, in about a month's time. I'm going to do a bit of a different hobby vlog, but don't expect a lot of models next month, but expect a quite variety of models. I don't plan on doing many warriors next month. I'm doing a lot of heroes. You might have remembered a hobby vlog back in December where I wanted to get a lot of heroes done, but they got benched for a different project. So my plan is to paint them now, to get them, you know, they've been benched for about 6 months, so let's get them out of the way. So it's about 6 or 7 heroes, so, you know, or like models, like hero-esque models. So I'm kind of excited to get them done and out of the way. You know, they've been languishing for so long. You know, half of them are half done. You know, the others have just got a couple base coats on. So it'd be nice to get them out of the way. But there we go, guys. And I already have bought a model, or 2 models, I should say, a blister pack this month. But you guys will see that. A very, very cool model as well. So you guys, I might even get that painted this month as well. We'll have to wait and see. But there we go, guys. So that is what I have done over in May. Let me know what you guys have been doing as well. Apologies if my voice is a bit gone. I feel like I might be coming down with something, but we'll have to, you know, hopefully not. But there we go, guys. So thank you so very much for watching. Let me know what you guys have been working on in the comment section below, and let's get a discussion going. Again, thank you so much for all your support recently, guys. It really means a lot. And I would love to know what you guys have been working on, and let's get discussion going. Your comments mean the world to me, guys. Like, you know, just having a bit of a discussion in the comments, you know, even though it's not live, you know, we're commenting back and forth to each other, like, you know, that really spurs me on and makes me want to do more content. So the more comments you guys do, the more I'll be inspired to do more. But yeah, thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and as always, happy gaming.